Hey air signs, I'm Rodin. Welcome to BOMISpirit. This is going to be the general reading for air signs. So for Geminis, Libras, and Aquas, I hope you're doing amazing, by the way. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. And for those who already have, thank you. I appreciate it. Liking the video really does help to circulate them. So if you're going to do anything, appreciate the like and the subscribing. Anyway, moving on. So air signs. Hi, air signs. Keep in mind this reading is timeless in general. Okay, so it's not gonna be for everybody, but please use your own discernment for that. Air signs, air signs, air signs. They were showing me the Angel of Love card from the energy oracle cards that I have. That's the card they were showing me through my mind's eye. You're dealing with matters of the heart. Where does your heart want to be, air signs? It's interesting because I feel like deep down you know, but for some reason it's like I don't know if it's really fear. I think it's more just hesitation of admitting where your heart wants to be, what the heart actually wants. Maybe it seems like going after what your heart wants is almost unattainable or impossible. Nothing is impossible. Air signs, nothing is impossible. You gotta listen to your heart. What does it want? Whatever your heart wants is what your soul wants. You're having a really hard time listening to that over your own head, over your own thoughts, the logical thing to do. Logic, don't throw logic out the window. Like, I know people say, like, you know, the head really can cause a lot of illusion, and I've even said that. And there's some truth to that, like, no question. But sometimes we do need to kind of sit back and think logically about certain things in our life. So I do want to say, like, I'm not telling you to go fully 100% in on just doing exactly what your heart wants. Like, listen to what your heart wants and make that a goal, and then logically figure out how to get there. Is what I'm saying, okay? But that's what I was getting for you. I wasn't really getting much else. So yeah, let's just dive in and see what's going on. One deck that was calling to me today, I use this for the earth signs, is my spellcasting deck that I took out of retirement. I'm actually doing giveaways on Patreon, so it was one of the decks I was going to give away, but now it wants to be utilized again. So anyway, let's see what we got for you, air signs. I feel, it's funny because I feel like your heart catches you, like in warm, fuzzy moments. Some of you, it's definitely about a person. Like some of you, it's definitely about somebody who like makes you feel very comforted and very happy. Like when you think about them, like you smile and you feel really good about them. Even if you've had like, you know, stuff, kerfuffles, strifes, whatever, with this person, at the end of the day, they still make you feel happy when you think about them. It's actually a very nice energy. I feel like that's love. Like that's a very nice love energy right there. So some of you it's about a person. Others of you it's just about what you haven't allowed yourself to pursue. Definitely feeling moves. Definitely feeling moving. That just came in really fast. They showed me the Chariot card. Some of you it's realizing like the physical location of where you thought you wanted to be is so not where you want to be. And you might have to make some sacrifices to be where it is you want to be. But if you're happy, you're happy. Let's keep going. For those of you where it's a person, it's like you don't want to indulge in it. Again, I keep getting this whole like your heart catches you in these moments. And then when you realize you're kind of thinking about them, you're like, no, I'm not going to think about them. Like you kind of want to shut it down and you try to focus on something else. Or it's this, there's a feeling of it's just not possible. So I just won't allow myself to go there. I really want to say it's not impossible. I really want to, I mean, obviously if they're passed on, it's impossible, but in the physical, but, I don't know. I really want to say for some of you, it's really not impossible. And at the very least, like learning to find, how do I say this? Learning to be okay. Learning to be okay with thinking about them and having really great feelings about them, even if they're not really a part of your life, a part of your like everyday life. Learning to be okay with that can also bring a lot of joy. Why are you not okay with that? It's a good question to ask yourself. Why are you not okay with having moments where you feel good about them? Why is that not okay for you? Moving on. Any other messages or insights for my air signs? Can I get a card for my air signs, please? For Geminis, Libras, and Aquarians. Really feeling my Aqua's in that boat. Why don't you let yourself just be happy thinking about them? I'll stop with the It's funny, there are two birds outside my window. I can't tell if they're mating or fighting. Oh, they're mating. Oh, no, they're fighting. I don't know, it looks the same. So for some of you, that might be a confirmation there. Making love and fighting look the same for some of you. That's interesting. That actually could be like really bad or actually really good. Like if fighting is almost the same as making love in like a gentle way, right? That's a great thing. Anyway, I'm moving on. To each their own. Every relationship is different. Can I get a card please for my air signs? I'm Libras. I'm feeling you all of a sudden. Why are they showing me a trophy? They're showing me a trophy for you. Why are they showing me that? Libras, for you guys, I'm feeling a little case of like either someone's not good enough or you've been made to not feel good enough. I'm getting a feeling of that or pattern of that. Career, that's interesting. So I'm getting so much love stuff and the career card comes out. Some of you guys, this could be taking place in the workplace, or maybe you want to mix business with pleasure, or you have in the past and maybe that's what you're thinking about. It's your focus is here. Thank you. Your focus is on career, which is why I think you keep shoving this like these loving energies away, the matters of the heart away. You keep shoving them away. But some of you need to have more of your own desire and what's going to make you happy as part of your career. Matters of the heart bleed into career every time, even if you don't think so. Okay. Even if you don't think so, whatever's going on in your love life can definitely affect your career for better or for worse. Everything affects everything else. Everything is connected. And while you're focusing on career, yeah, you got to also, interesting, I think you guys don't want to hear this. While you are focusing on career, there's definitely some matters of the heart that need to be acknowledged, whether you're really denying yourself something that you really want that will affect the choice of your career or what you do with your career. Or I keep feeling a move. I keep feeling a move. Location of where you work, even where you live and work. And for those of you where you're thinking of a person, let yourself think about them. Just let it happen. Not a bad, I don't, like, again, use your own discernment there, but if you have positive feelings about somebody, that's love, right? That's love. Why would you ever shut that out? And if you are shutting it out, you gotta understand why. It's not a bad thing to understand why you don't want to experience a certain feeling or emotion, even if it is positive. It's like, especially if it's positive, why don't you want to experience that? So something to think about. But anyway, this is where your focus is at. But you got to pay attention to matters of the heart too. It will improve. It will improve the clarity around career. Put it that way. All right. Can I get one more card, please? We have strength. It's interesting because it's such a Leo card, and Leos have big hearts. They just do. They work from that space. They work from that place of passion and desire for joy of life. That's where you need to come from here, air signs. You need to come from here. You need to come from here so that you can have better clarity and understanding on what choices you need to make around your career and your own living situation. Okay? You got to address the matters of the heart and your own passion and desire first, and that will make this even more clear. Wow. Okay, that was very clear. All right. Moving on. Normally I like to go for the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck, but I'm not really feeling that for my air signs today. I'm not feeling it. You know what? Let's go for Energy Oracle. Since they already showed me one card from there, we'll see if that card comes out, but let's start there. By the way, all the decks that I use are linked below for your convenience. Any messages or insights from my air signs? Any messages or insights for my air signs? Now, keep in mind, everything that I'm also channeling and reading can also be for someone around you or in your life. Doesn't have to be for you specifically. Angel of Balance. I like it. Sorry about that. So the Angel of Balance card is exactly how it sounds. It's finding harmony. It's finding peace. It's finding serenity. It's finding resolution. To have a stronger sense of personal foundation. Have more confidence. Have more sense of assurance, reassurance. Whoa. Angel of Strength. Strength, 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 strength. Strength is not just confidence. It's more than that. It's also willpower. It's self-control. But it's also being so in tune with your own passion and sense of joy in your heart space that you understand how to maneuver and take action and come from the heart, but then also reason, right? Have discernment as well. It's both of those. So the fact that we had balance coming in with strength, the thing is just reaffirming what I was saying here, where it's okay to be in the heart. It's okay to listen to what your heart is telling you. That's you. That's your soul. That's you. And if you follow that, if you're like, okay, heart, you want to live here? All right, we're going to make that a goal. And then you go into logistical mode. You don't let your heart and all your emotions constantly do the walking and talking. You're in that. If you do that, you're in one extreme end of existing, right? You're not balanced and aligned with yourself. Hold on. Speaking of cats, Clyde. Sorry, he was about to jump up on the table. What is your heart telling you? Your heart and your soul are telling you something. Let that in, listen to it, and then apply logic. Okay? Let's keep going. Attachment. Hold on a second. Clydester. Hi, buddy. Hi. He's been doing this like almost every single reading. I was lucky he didn't do it with the earth signs. He just wants some attention. But there's no space for him to be up here while I do the reading. So I'm just going to give him a little bit of love, and then we're going to continue. Is that okay? Is that okay? Thank you. All right. Attachment. The darker side of emotions. Attachment. What are you emotionally attached to? That's what I'm saying. It's like, I feel like your heart is giving you things to feel good about, but then it's like, there's something about it that makes you want to shut that off or shut that down. And it's something that you are, Mr. And it's something you're attached to or have some sense of expectation about, or you have some like really rigid and cemented ideas about that person that makes you happy, that place that you'd like to live at, whatever it is. And I think it's literally the thought of, it's just not possible. That's what I think it is. It's the attachment to the idea of, I can't have that person in my life, so no. I can't live there, so no. Like, it's almost like a hard, rigid, you don't deserve it, or you just can't have it. And that's what makes you want to shut out your heart space. That's what makes you want to shut out these thoughts and these dreams and these desires of things that can make you really happy. But if you let that in, and then you learn to tame that side of the emotional state of it, or like the rigid thought form programming of it, you're going to be able to find balance. You're going to be able to achieve whatever it is you want, and you're going to be able to be happy, and you'll be able to focus on career also more effectively. Let's keep going. Any other messages or insights from my air signs? Okay. On the bottom, blossoming abundance. I like it. Yeah, wow, with hostilities in reverse and indecision in reverse. Just let the heart in. Let the heart in. Let the happy in. Let your heart show you, tell you what's going to make you happy. And then make it a goal. And when this comes up, when whatever it is, whatever ideas you have of you don't deserve or you can't have or it's not possible or other like some, again, it's like it's some separation consciousness, whatever that is attached to things that you want for yourself or people or person that makes you happy. Have some self-control with that. It's the ego, okay? Just have some self-control with that so you can maintain this sense of being centered. And in control of yourself, in control of your life, in control of destiny, in a way that's not like you're not forcing it. You're learning to adapt and work with yourself, right? And you can move into this place where you're moving out of that struggle of listening to your heart. You're moving out of any stagnancy you've had or any bumps in the road that you've had, and you can move into a much more open energy where things are going to be starting to work out nicely. And again, you can actually have those things that your heart wants you to have, that your head or your ego has been telling you can't have. Okay? Thought I was picking something up. I was getting into the earth sign video a little bit. Allowing yourself to listen to your heart and really silence the ego is a change for some of you. It's a different way of doing something for yourself. It's a way of doing things differently for yourself, functioning differently. Earth signs had something similar. It wasn't about the ego specifically. It was about something else. But for you guys, it seems to be what it is. Finding the balance between the mind and the heart and not letting the ego get the best of you. Okay. Some of you, this is some self-worth stuff coming in here with the thinking you don't deserve something. And that's an old program. That is an old program from childhood where someone made you feel insecure or that you weren't good enough or that you weren't valued or accepted or loved or wanted, for sure. Okay? All right, so let's move on to, advice or another spread. Let's do another spread. I'm going to use the Runic Tarot, and then we're going to go ahead and pull some advice. See what else wants to come out here. Any other messages or insights for my air signs? Any other messages or insights for my air signs? Ten of Cups. I like it. Earth signs also had this too. It's interesting. I find myself in your videos saying I like it, like a lot. I'm saying that a lot. I'm just noticing it. I feel like that's really a testament to listening to your heart. What do you like? What do you like? What's going to fulfill you? What's going to make you happy? Regardless of whatever notions you have of thinking you can't have it or whatever, it's almost like you have those happy moments and then it comes with pain. Or it comes with this like illusion of pain. Illusion of lack. It's not real. It's not real. Anyway, Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is emotional fulfillment. It's being surrounded by people you love. It's waking up and being happy about everything in your life. That's Ten of Cups. That's literally what it is. It's waking up and going like, I love my life. And I love the people in it. And I love what I do. And I love where I live. And I love this cup of coffee. Whatever it is. It's being in a state of bliss about your life. Look at you, air signs, Queen of Cups, in the heart space. What makes you happy? It's really just that simple. What makes you happy? I definitely feel healing with that Queen of Cups energy too, actually. Yeah, what inspires joy? But I do feel the healing of this. Some of you guys, there's definitely some shadow work that's needed to be done there, especially the last month or so. And I definitely feel it's around family. It's around family and relationships, how you felt loved or not, how you felt accepted or really not accepted. Big fear of rejection and self-worth coming in there. Some of you, this is a touchy subject, but I just have to say what I'm channeling. I'm also getting body image, like some body image stuff. men and women alike. It's interesting. Yeah. Any other messages or insights for my air signs? 4 Cups. I feel like this is where you've been at. You've been trying to focus on other things. You've been trying to focus on like the pinnacle part of your life, work, where you're living, how you're living, that sort of deal, but you've been almost bored. You haven't really been happy because there's, again, something that's from your heart space that's trying to talk to you like, hey, you would really like this. You'd really like to live here. You'd really like to try that hobby or activity, or you really want to hang out with that person and be their friend, or you really want to go date that person. Whatever it is, there's been something lacking and you haven't been listening to it. So listen. Listen to it. Yeah, there's literally, I'm actually feeling literally a state of like lack of stimulation or almost boredom with your life here. And it's been dissatisfying. I'll just say that. It's been dissatisfying. Not what it is. It's not what you thought it's not what you thought. Words. Excuse me. Why can't I say it? It's like, it's such an easy phrase. It's not what you thought it would be like. Like you thought, like, you know, wherever you're at in your life, how you're living, your work, whatever, the pinnacle part of your life, you thought it's exactly what you wanted, and it turns out not so much. It's lacking in something or someone. Anything else for my air signs? On the bottom, we have Knight of Pentacles. Earth signs also have this too. If you have any Earth placements or you're done with any Earth signs, might be worth it to watch that video. Mercury is still in Taurus. Pluto is still in Capricorn. We're in a lot of air energy right now, though. Just saying. But anyway, if you feel called to watch Earth signs, watch it. It's collective anyway. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is like I want to do something the right way. I want to show up. I want to be reliable. I want to reliably work on something. That's a Knight of Pentacles energy. Ooh, with the Magician. Ooh, the Emperor. Holy crap, air signs. And the World. Look at those majors behind that. The Knight of Pentacles, Magician, Emperor, and the World. This is what your heart is screaming. Look at that. Look at how powerful that is. Just take that in. Just take that in. Wow. I mean, it literally feels like I'm going to go conquer the world. That's literally how it feels. You want to be conquering your life. It's almost like you want a thrill. Like you want to literally feel like the god of your life, the goddess of your life. Like you want to feel on top of the world. You want to feel like you can do anything, have anything, be anything. Like you want to have like, it's interesting because some of you guys, I feel a little bit of like egoic, like you want like a sense of power, which is not always egoic, but I'm feeling for some of you it's a little like it's coming from the ego more so than the heart. Excuse me. Yeah, for some of you it's literally I want to be in a state of power. I want people to look at me like I am powerful. That's interesting. But it is that God goddess energy. It is. It's that God goddess energy, and that's coming from your heart space. And I feel like it suddenly took a very spiritual turn. It's coming from your soul. It's coming from your higher self. Of, hey, you can have so much more than what you have right now. You can be so much more than you are right now, and you already want it. It's like your heart saying, just listen to me. Excuse me, like, just listen to me, and I'll show you the way. I'll show you how to take all of that God goddess energy and go be that. Go be that and be really, really freaking happy. You don't have to be bored anymore. You don't have to be dissatisfied anymore. You don't have to be wanting for anything else, because you're going to be listening to me. Like, that's literally what the heart is saying for you guys. Now that it's taken such a spiritual turn, I actually want to pull from the oracle, one of my oracle decks. Excuse me. I actually want to pull from my Isis deck, but I'm using it right now as like a little placeholder. So give me a second. I'm going to replace my placeholders because I really want to use that one. Which, by the way, is also listed below if you want it for yourself. Okay, just want to make sure it didn't fall. I keep getting sucked into this God, Goddess energy. It's a lot. It's a lot. Again, be very mindful. Almost called you Aries, air signs. That some of you, this is the ego talking and not the heart. So you have to use your discernment here. So for some of you where the ego's talking, it's like, it's more about being in a state of such reverence, like being in such a state of, I am so powerful, and I am someone to be looked up to, and I am someone to go and you know, get answers from. That's ego. That's ego. If it's coming from the heart, it's, I want to be in a state where I have control over my life. I want to be in a state where I am just manifesting exactly what it is that I want. I'm creating exactly what it is that I want, and I am really happy. That is coming from the heart. So make sure you're using your discernment there. And if it's coming from ego and it's more the former, that's what that's something you need to let go of. That's something you need to let go of and understand why you have these notions, and kind of like, you know, balance yourself out with that, okay? For those where it's about moving into the heart and being more in that goddess energy, and having that level of alchemy, mastery of your own life, I feel a banishing of pain. I feel a banishing of pain. That's interesting, I'm using that word. A banishing of it. A banishing of it. And it's all behind this Knight of Pentacles. And again, Knight of Pentacles is, it's reliability, it's moving cautiously, it's moving with intention, it's moving slowly, it's making plans. And this came up in the Earth sign reading, where Knight of Pentacles is, it's leading you to a new level of mastery. Excuse me, a new level of mastery, away from ego, away from pain, but being at the same time to be able to sit in your heart space and listen to your heart and bring that balance into your life, so you can really truly be happy, so you're not sitting in this anymore. For those of you where it's about a person, you look at them in this light. You look at them as a Queen of Cups. You look at them as if they bring light, they bring emotion, they bring light, they bring warmth and support and love to the situation. For some of you, it's literally like you want your Queen of Cups back. And if you're the Queen of Cups, and someone wants it back. So that just had to be said. Anyway, moving on. Let's go ahead and pull advice from the Isis Oracle. Ooh, okay. Any advice for my air signs? We're going to start with Gemini. We're going to start with Gemini. Advice for my air sign? Excuse me, Geminis. Why do you guys feel... why do you guys feel like you're in the background? You guys feel very background right now. Are you guys taking some isolation time? I feel very background right now. Can I get an advice card for Geminis, please? Okay, you are very background right now. Wow. All right, so advice for Geminis. We have Temple of Black Obsidian, the dark healing chamber, with truths unveiled, the revelation of Isis. The Black Chamber will give you clarity. It'll definitely give you that truth. When truths unveiled comes out, it's about learning it through the darkness. And you literally have the darkness right here. This is about facing fear. This is about facing fear in your own little personal shadow work, inner darkness, dark chamber, however you want to look at it, but that's what this is. So Geminis, no wonder you felt so background, because I think you guys are already doing this. I think you guys are already kind of in an isolated retreat kind of energy, and you are sitting in your emotions. Excuse me. You're learning to sit in your emotions. You're learning to, God, sorry guys. You're learning to sit in your heart and understand what attachment is there, what pain is there that causes you to wince away from happiness, that causes you to go like thinking of someone or a desire or fantasy and being happy about it to suddenly being so sad or suddenly being angry or upset. Okay, for my Geminis. Libras. Can I get advice for Libra? Can I get advice for Libra? Hi, Libras. It's funny, you guys are the ones I saw the trophy with. Wings of Isis, uniting with the angelic self. This is uniting with the higher self. So Geminis, while you guys are kind of more in like a scorpionic, like your subconscious, your shadow work, Libra, you're actually uniting to higher frequencies. You're uniting to higher dimensions. You're merging with your higher self. You are spiritually evolving. And Geminis, you are too. You are too, just in a different way. Both of these are about spiritual evolution. They're just done differently. It's a different path. This is a path through subconscious and pain and all of that, and releasing that, being able to release that and seeing truth about yourself and truth about your own life. While Libras, you're doing a little bit more of the like upper chakra work, okay? Which also is not necessarily, oh God, which also is not necessarily easy. There's a lot of needing to be honest with yourselves here, air signs, in this whole reading, and I feel like it's really affected my voice, if you guys could even hear it. Earth sign video, I didn't have a cough, I didn't have nothing, not a single thing, and I did it right before this one. But anyway, so Libra, is really beautiful to see that here for you guys. So keep at it. Keep at it. This is also seeing yourself from a higher perspective, beyond the ego, beyond superficiality, beyond separation consciousness. Okay? It's uniting with your inner God goddess. Aquas. Hi, Aquas. Can I get advice for my Aquarians, please? Advice for Aquas. Oh, the Lunar Queen. She of the Celestial Crescent. I almost want to get one more for you, Aquas. When this card comes out, it's about cycles. It's about understanding that there are ups and downs in life all the time. And just because you go through a period of time of ebb, where you're not really feeling satisfied, or even in between. This is almost an in-between energy, because it's like you're not at your lowest low, but you are not at a high. This is like a boop. It's like a baseline. And it's like, I can feel it. It's like, Aquas, for you, this is a little mind-numbing, and I feel like a lot of disappointment. It's almost like whatever you have signed up for in the last, like, whatever brought you to this point in your life, whether it's been decisions you made 5 years ago, 2 years ago, a year ago, 6 months ago, it is not what you thought it would be. And it's part of the cycle of life. It's part of learning. And things can get better from here. They might even go down a little bit and then come right back up. But there are ebbs and flows to life. There's a time to be active and blooming and blossoming, and there's a time to be resting and letting go and going through a recovery death period, right? We'll get one more for my Aquas. Also, the fact that it is about the moon just immediately reminds me of emotions and the heart space. I'm actually feeling a pull for you, Aquas, like your higher self is pulling on you. And that is also the heart speaking to you. It's a channel, right? We get connected to our higher selves through our own heart space. That's been pulling on you a lot, and obviously for all my air signs. But I feel like a nice like wave of intuition, like psychic energy around you that you could really utilize and tap into that to like almost just like totally reach your higher self through the heart. You need to be open to that. You need to pay attention to that. I feel like Aquas, you more so than Geminis and Libras, you're really in the Four of Cups energy. Okay. Thank you. Portal of Light. There's the channel. That's exactly what I was feeling. Like, you're getting pulled on. You're getting pulled on, and there it is. She glides on wings through time and space. Portal of Light is literally like an opportunity to move through dimensions, do soul retrieval work. It's about literally going through time and space to do some kind of alchemy, transmutation, or letting go, or whatever it is. But the fact that these two cards are coming out together, Aqua, it's time for you to really get more connected to the psychic part of you, the intuitive part of you, which is also directly linked as a channel to the emotional part of you. And that's going to help you get more in touch with what it is you really want and what's really going to make you happy, no matter what changes you have to make and no matter what you have to let go of. Even if you have to let go of some notions that are rooted in some shadow work that has to be done, then so be it. You can be happy. You can go from the 4 to the 10. That's a huge jump. It's like a quantum leap from the 4 to the 10 here. All right, but you just have to listen. You got to be open, and you got to be willing to dive in. Okay. Yeah. Got to be willing to dive in there. Okay. All right, air signs. That's it. I know this reading was a little scattered. So is your energy, so I'm not too surprised. You're in apathy, basically. But I hope you guys enjoyed this and got a lot out of it. And yeah, don't forget to check out the website, Patreon, Vimeo, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care.